Ein herzliches Willkommen zurück zu unserer Horrornacht hier in Killer Frequency. Wir haben letztes Mal erfahren, oder wir haben eine Vermutung aufgestellt, wer der Whistling Man sein könnte. Unser Hausmeister, der gute Clive. Woher wissen wir das? Ja, wir mussten gestern nach draußen, oder im letzten Part, um diese blöde Platte hier zu holen, weil ein gewisser jemand sie aus dem Fenster geworfen hat. Ich möchte hier niemanden direkt angucken, aber ja. Und dann mussten wir natürlich durch den Keller zurück. Was haben wir dort gefunden? Einen geheimen Raum des Hausmeisters, wo er diese ganzen Informationen aufgelistet hat. Ja, super cool. Ähm,
How's it going?
Ich würde mal ein bisschen Hilfe brauchen.
It's not going well. I could use some help.
Okay, let's review the basics. We need to work out who the next target is.
Ja,
There's 4 locations, right? And 4 people.
ich weiß.
We need to figure out if anyone is at any of the 4 locations tonight. And if they are, we can call them and warn them. There must be some connections between the notes.
That makes sense.
Great. Need any more help?
Schau mal. Diese Dawn, die hat doch gesagt, dass sie weiß, wer das nächste Opfer ist. Wieso kannst du uns da nicht einfach helfen? Meine Güte. Ich versuche mal das hier zu verbinden. Kim Walker. So. Hier steht Local Doctor. Würde für mich bedeuten, du bist Krankenhaus. Weil wo gibt es Ärzte? Im Krankenhaus. So. Warte, Trailer. Trailerpark? 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 Trailerpark. Aha. Trailerpark. Okay, das macht Sinn. Das macht Sinn. So. Steht hier irgendwas? Gallows Creek Harvest Festival. Gibt es hier keinen Festivalplatz oder sowas? Das wäre nicht schlecht. Nee, sehe ich jetzt nicht. Wäre ja auch zu einfach. Okay, hier. Da steht And Williams. Da steht auch And Williams. Also du bist scheinbar an der Power Station. Okay. Was ist hiermit? Hier. From the local Power Station. Okay. Das heißt, nein. Power Station muss And Williams sein. 100%. Jo. Was ist damit? Das da hier? Ja, hier steht's. Der leitende Ingenieur. Also der arbeitet auf jeden Fall an der Power Station. Alles klar. So, was ist hier? Da steht Mr. P. Stein. Mrs. K. Stein? Okay. Okay. Aber der Artikel ist aus dem Jahre 77. Sie aus dem Jahre 84. Hä? Okay. Keine Ahnung. So. Und dann noch Trailer Park. Was ist denn mit Gas Station? Es fehlen noch Gas Station und Trailer Park. Aber warte mal. Christine's. Hier. Has been sold to a man who won the lottery 14 years ago. Okay. Mhm. Interessant. Passt. Könnte das eventuell zu ihr passen? Okay, das heißt, du arbeitest ja dann hier, oder beziehungsweise du bist hier und du bist hier. Okay. Bla 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 bla. Ah. R.A. Rebecca Allen. Haha. Das heißt, sie war das mit den ganzen. K. Mit den ganzen Autostehlen, aber das macht gar keinen Sinn. Ah. Hm. Warte mal hier. Sie hat unsere Autos gestohlen und unser Geld. Von wann ist denn das da? 86. Das ist 87. Okay. Und das da hier gehört dann zu ihr. Okay. Aber Trailer Park. Hä? Ich bin gerade so verwirrt, was irgendwie abgeht. Was ist denn mit ihr? Krankenhaus. Das ist von 72. Hier. Ja, das ist auf jeden Fall Chuck Brody. Das passt schon. Aber warte mal. Wir kaufen ihm ein paar Lotterietickets. Aha. So. Das heißt, die beiden muss ich tauschen. Aber Rebecca kann ich wegnehmen, weil sie ist hier. Februar 87 ist sie weggezogen. Das heißt, sie ist nicht mehr da. Rebecca ist weg. Kann ich eigentlich wegnehmen. Trailer Park. Trailer Park kann weg. Brauche ich nicht. Weg damit. So, du bist, ja, du bist gestrichen. So. Bleiben noch 1, 2, 3. Du hängst zusammen mit ihm. Was ist mit dir? Gute Frage. Weiß gerade nicht. Sie ist schon weg. Du bist bei der Power Station. Ah ja. Warte mal. Warte mal. Warte mal. Hier. 86. 72. 14 Jahre. Das passt. Das passt. Das würde passen. Ja, es würde passen. Ich glaube, ich probiere es mal mit Chuck Brody. Ich probiere es nochmal. Vielleicht gibt's
Yes, please.
hier
Sure.
nochmal.
I think you should be methodical with this. Try grouping the notes by who they're about. You could also have a look at the dates and make a timeline. Maybe that will help rule out potential targets first.
Got it. Thanks, Peggy.
No problem.
Nicht schlecht. So. Okay. Was haben wir hier? Das ist 1970, das ist 1977, das ist 1984. Was haben wir hier so? Keine Ahnung. Das müsste das hier sein. Dann das da. Dann möchtest du den Trailer verkaufen. Und sie zieht um. So, und hier 1969. Okay. Okay. Ja, ich sag immer noch, ich gehe immer noch auf Chuck Brody, ganz ehrlich.
How's it going?
Ich probier's mal.
I'm ready, Peggy.
Are you sure? We've only got one shot at this.
Ja,
I'm
komm.
sure. Let's do this.
Okay, name first. Who do you think the target is?
Wo bist du mit Chuck Brody?
Chuck Brody.
And where will I find them?
The gas station.
Okay, I'm dialing. One moment.
Ich hoffe, er stirbt nicht.
Hello? Chuck Brody! Listen, I know this sounds crazy, but we have reason to believe the Whistling Man is coming for you. You need to get yourself and everyone else out right now.
The Whistling Man? Who the hell are you? Who is this?
This is Forrest Nash. Listen, the Whistling Man's pack. We found a list with your name on it, and
Oh God. It's today. The year I finally let myself forget.
quit talking and run!
I think he ran off.
Okay.
Well, fingers crossed that Chuck... Jeez!
It sounds like something blew up.
He's using bombs now?
Is Chuck?
I don't know.
Hang on, we're getting a call.
Hello?
Chuck?
Chuck!
Forrest. The whole goddamn gas station's gone up.
Wow.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so. I got everyone to follow me out. The town's only ambulance was blown to hell, though.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Damn it, that fireball threw me. I've got to get to the hospital. I'm not feeling great. Forrest, man. I can't thank you enough, but... Damn. I gotta go.
Warte,
Wait,
Becky.
Damn it. We lost him. What was that about today?
Oh, Forrest, the call board is lighting up. Get us into some music while I deal with this.
Here's some music while we regroup here on KFAM 189.16,
Ah ja.
The Stream.
Haben wir es geschafft? Ich glaube schon. Der Song ist aber echt nicht schlecht, muss ich sagen. Hat was.
There's gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him. Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean me, right?
Yep. Like I said, I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned before. I still have a lot of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
Du willst mich nicht verarschen? Der Bre, der stand vorhin unten. Im letzten Part war der einfach draußen gestanden, wo ich diese Scheißplatte geholt habe. Und du möchtest jetzt, dass ich wieder nach unten gehe. Damit er Zeit hat, irgendetwas hier anzustellen. Der ist doch bestimmt schon längst in dem Gebäude drin. Ja, okay. Dann sterben wir halt. Ich nehme noch eine letzte Mahlzeit. Hier. Ganz ehrlich. Das ist mir so kackegal. Komm, Bre, hol mich. Geh mich holen. Ich hab keine Angst. Okay, doch, ich hab Angst. Komm, bring mich um. Wir wissen, wer du bist. Da.
A key? Was this always here? I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
Aha. Wie kann man das hier vergessen? Alter, der hat es hier sogar eingekreist. Ich esse mal weiter. Okay. Wo muss ich überhaupt hin? Hä? Ah, gegenüber. Genau. Das ist da, ne? Warum ist die Musik so leise? Clive! Komm her!
Hey, Forrest!
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom?
Sorry. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Alter. Ah, Kassette.
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
Alles klar.
George Barrow, 1968. That's when this all began.
Okay.
Follow the maps.
Wait. George Barrow?
Was
We
ist
all
das?
heard that he drowned after a night out drinking.
Hey.
Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps
Nein.
and find the tapes.
Hier.
I guess that's what this map is about.
Schau mal. Da.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here.
Ich sehe das doch
Be
schon.
careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning.
Ich will da nicht rein. Ist es das da? Ja. Ja. Ey, das ist eine Art Schnitzeljagd jetzt. Okay. Das habe ich gefunden. Nun zu... Warte mal, gibt es vielleicht noch irgendwelche Platten, die ich mitnehmen könnte? Bastard. Bastard.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage.
Bastard.
Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
Was ist das?
This looks useful.
Sheriff Matthews? Okay. Clive. Kein Bock. Nee. Nee.
Preliminary toxicology results.
Wieso macht er das?
No signs of
Hä?
manipulation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress.
Was will er damit erreichen?
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Was will er erreichen? Was zum Heck?
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject
This has to be
likely
important.
feared for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height.
Okay, what the fuck?
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
Wer
do
ist
you mean?
George?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Wahrscheinlich Dawn?
Seriously? Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know. Found another tape. It talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure
Keine
yet.
Ahnung.
There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with the report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner.
Ich verstehe gar nichts mehr.
The caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants. Wasn't her name Virginia?
We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on. I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio
Ich habe so gerade
producer,
gar
not a
keine Ahnung mehr,
coroner.
was abgeht.
The written report I found doesn't mention it at all.
How did his arm get trapped in a car door after he died?
Unless he got it when the police collected his body, I guess someone else must have moved him after he was dead to where he was eventually found.
But the
Gibt's hier nicht
report,
irgendwo noch
what is
so
going on here?
der
I found a
Dingsplatten?
police report. Mentions a friend from earlier, Sandra Sharp.
Sandra. The jazz runner?
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
The reservoir?
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right? But there's no forest around there. Also, how did it wash up at the reservoir?
What do you mean?
Keine Ahnung.
Reservoirs don't have tides.
But that's what the police report said.
It's not possible, though. I did a school project on reservoirs and got an A. But, yeah, not important right now. The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
Ja, ich verstehe auch gerade
What are you
nicht, was abgeht.
suggesting then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the report suggests? That the sheriff tried to cover it up, but accidentally let something slip?
Something like that. I think.
Well, Sheriff Matthews wrote the report. If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
True. But Sandra is still alive. Once we're done down here, we should give her a call.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did.
Och man.
George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit, where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with
Wer
us.
ist George
At the end of the
überhaupt?
tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording. I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
Wer ist es?
Do you think you found everything, Forrest?
I think there's got to be more down here. I need to find all the tapes.
You think so? How much did Clive hide down there?
Ja,
Well, if there are more tapes, then there must be more maps to follow, right?
That seems to be the case.
All right then. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
also ich verstehe wirklich nicht, wieso keiner auf die Idee kommt, hier mal irgendwas zu überprüfen. Die lassen den einfach machen. Ist es der neue oder ist es der alte? Nee, das ist der, den ich jetzt brauche, ne? Das ist dann der letzte hier.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the...
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got
Ja.
subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago,
A new vinyl for
Hey,
my collection.
wir haben jede Musik gefunden.
newspapers, one after the other, each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary.
Was denn?
None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst that I can. I don't know.
Was
There was something
laberst
to make
du?
up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you, but that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say that I should say, but my employer made it clear that my family would pay a
Was?
high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
Angestellter? Hä? Was? Der hat jemanden angestellt und derjenige... Was geht ab?
What have you found, Forrest?
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the whistling man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but
Aber ich dachte, Clive wäre
maybe
der.
not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek.
Mhm.
He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them. Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke
Also
out
ist er
about
doch
any of
nicht
it.
der
His
Whistling Man?
employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you
Ah,
think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident. And they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
3 Uhr. Ah ja.
Thank God you're back, Forrest. I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really. How are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
This is our job, Peggy.
Da
We
müssen
gotta
wir
do
durch.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
Hello again, Gallows Creek. This is Forrest Nash. We're circling closer to the truth behind tonight's events. To this end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Fredman Plunker here? Who's this? Is it you? Goose.
Plunker, hey, it's the radio man, Forrest Nash.
Radio man? What's up?
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
Right on.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No, it's nothing.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, radio man. I'll just go get her.
Okay.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
Sorry to hear that, but listen, hey, we need to talk.
What about?
We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
Me? What would I know?
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No, I don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
You mentioned that name earlier when you called us the first time.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
Why are you so certain Clive's the whistling man?
Because all those years ago,
It's okay, Virginia. He's gone. We found evidence to suggest he...
Ja,
Well-
gut.
And we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
How? I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them. And we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab. And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no, but, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick. For me, he used both. You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment if I did what he said. And that if I ever spoke
Ach
about
so,
this,
also nicht.
he'd beat me to
Ich bin
within
ein
an
Idiot.
inch of my life. I don't
Employer
know
ist
why
nicht,
he
ist nicht
had me
der,
do
der
it, but
Angestellte, es ist
my sister
der
needed me.
Dings.
You have to understand. She needed me.
We understand.
Der Boss, sag ich mal.
Thank you, Virginia. That was brave.
God, I just want this nightmare to end.
This will help end it, Virginia. Thank you.
Stay safe, Virginia.
Was wäre, wenn sie gestorben wäre? Hätten wir sie gar nicht anrufen können, oder?
So, Virginia is tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details?
Ja, warum? Das sehen wir im nächsten Part. Ich glaube, der hier hat ein bisschen länger gedauert, als ich eigentlich wollte. Aber gut, kann man nichts machen. Wir haben ja einiges herausgefunden. Clive ist anscheinend ja doch nicht der Whistling Man. Okay. Eine Wendung nach der nächsten. Hätte ich jetzt so nicht erwartet. Die Frage ist dann eher, wer ist der echte Whistling Man? Wer ist es dann? Wer ist derjenige, der Clive angestellt hat? Ja, ich hoffe, wir kommen dem Ende langsam näher. Unsere Spielzeit beträgt gerade aktuell 3 Stunden oder knapp über 3 Stunden. Ich weiß nicht, ob es noch eine ganze Stunde dauert. Keine Ahnung. Aber wenn dem so Fall ist, werden wir das schon sehen, ob wir das Achievement bekommen oder nicht. Ich glaube nicht, weil kann gut sein, dass wir einen Menschen vergessen haben. Der eine Jimmy ist ja gestorben und ich glaube, dass der wichtig war. Kann aber auch sein, dass der sterben musste. Keine Ahnung, ich weiß es nicht. Jedenfalls, wir sehen uns im nächsten Part von Killer Frequency. Bis dahin, macht's gut und Servus.